Hey everybody, Kamali100 here, and this is the continuation of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Last time in the 3-part premiere, we made it through the first 3-day cycle in Clocktown and got our Ocarina back from the devious Skull Kid. So now we're going to continue with our quest by speaking with again with the happy mask salesman to let him know that we failed in getting his mask back. What the hell? Bye bye, Deku boy. Creepy scene in 3, 2, 1. Most bipolar character in the entire game. Now we know the true urgency of collecting Majora's Mask back from the Skull Kid. And we have seen just how evil it can be. So, now that we're back to Hyrulean Link, we can finally move on with this adventure. Now with our Ocarina back, and being a Hyrulean again, and having a sword, we can do so much more in Clock Town. Like this. These owl statues will become a lot more important later on, but right now, they allow us to temporarily save the game. It's not really a true save, as once you turn the game back on, it'll delete itself, and if you happen to turn the game off without saving again, you'll go back to the first day without any progress you made. And with our Ocarina back, we can finally learn those two songs from the Scarecrow that I was mentioning. I'll do that right now since they'll be really helpful. No! Sure! Alright, what she's mentioning here is that you can play him a song and that'll become the Scarecrow song, but we're not going to do that yet since we don't need to play the Scarecrow song. The strange song he was mentioning was none other than the Song of Time, so let's play the Song of Time backwards. Wait, I just played it forward. Crap. Epic fail on my part. Alright, this gives us a lot more time. Song of Double Time, I'm not going to quite use right now because there's so much to do. But if there ever gets to a point where we need to wait out something, go ahead and use it. Before moving on, there are a couple of pieces of heart we can get in Clock Town. Now that we're got a sword and everything. That was horrible. One, you need 10 rupees to get. It's really easy, and you learn how to properly use a sword along the way, where am I going? Alright, so make your way back to West Clock Town after you have, well, 11 rupees will get you what you need to know, so collect 11 rupees and make your way back to West Clock Town. And you enter this door on the left. This is the Swordsman School, where you can learn all the basics you need to know to use, well, your sword. Lucky us, he has a discount! 1 rupee for the novice course. Alright, remember to un-L target it. So many times have I slashed at it without taking off L targeting and getting yelled at. So those are the basics to swordplay. This is your shield. Ta-da. Okay. Now for what we really want to do. The expert course. Hey, here's the tip. Only use jump attacks to destroy the blocks. You will not get the piece of heart if you don't use a jump attack on every one of them. Piece of heart number 3! Believe it or not, there are a lot of heart pieces of heart you can get before even entering the first dungeon. And this is a 100% completion walkthrough, we're going to be getting most, if not all of them. Alright. Can make your way back to North Lockdown for another one. We actually saw this piece of heart in the first 3-day cycle, but couldn't do anything about it because we were a Deku. Just make your way up the slide. It's not that easy. It will take a few tries. I actually gotten lucky that time. And then just jump on over there. Okay, 1 heart container. And let's go ahead and move on. We can go ahead and get the Bomber's Notebook now. If you remember a code that you learned in the first 3-day cycle, you can go ahead and use it without having to do the stupid minigame again. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Moon Sphere again since it will be useful later for a little mini trading quest. Not as lengthy as Ocarina of Time's trading quest, but trading quest nonetheless. I'm not gonna worry about the stupid skill shot. I will have to turn back into a Deku to get rid of the stupid balloon. Sounds painful. What the hell? Now I just showed those 2 cutscenes the first time just because, but you can go ahead and press the B button to bypass those 2 cutscenes, which I will be doing from now on. Only on new masks will I show the cutscene. And a little distortion you hear there, that's not anything to do with the recording. That's just the transferring of the game to the collector's edition on the GameCube. Those little distortions in the sound happen in a few places, like going from South Clocktown to North Clocktown. That's nothing to do with my recording equipment, that's just the game. Yay, it means tear! And now we can make our way back to Clock Town. Many. Ah, dang it, forgot about this. Failing! Okay, I only took care of him because he pissed me off for surprising me. And when you make your way back out into Clock Town, you'll be surprised by Jim, who's so impressed that you figure out the secret code without him telling you that he'll give you the Bomber's Notebook. And we learned that the Skull Kid was actually part of the Bombers, but he was doing bad things and they decided to kick him out. And that's why they wouldn't let you become a bomber when you were a Deku. Because they don't trust anyone except humans now. So this is the Bomber's Notebook. It keeps track of people's schedules, which will be very useful because there are a lot of items you collect from the NPCs. And the Bomber's Notebook also highlights all the NPCs with their great storylines, so really adding more depth to the characters. And for getting the Bomber's Notebook, we now have the secret code recorded in the Bomber's Notebook, so we can always remember it. Well, getting the Bomber's Notebook seems like a good place to end off this video. So, next time we will be continuing more with Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask and getting all these different items we can get now that we're back to being a Hyrulean. So, see you tomorrow.